Hey guys, welcome back to some SwordxStaff. So we've been getting the announcement that the servers are going to change. We're going to update to season 2 in just a minute. So this is the final look at what we have in season 1. We have about a minute. I've seen the banner come by time and time again. So currently we are Paladin, as we can see, and there we go. The witching hour has ended. Went back to 1.6 million just like that. We ended in the SS tier. 4.11 million, and it is time for the new season. And I didn't know if it would boot me, if it would kick me out, but there is season 2, the cross pass that we have been waiting for. So this is all reset to the beginning of the season. Notice our power 1.56. So let's go ahead and take a look around. And I didn't know if it was going to kick me out of everything. This is overall the start of season 2, literally seconds. So I want to go in here and kind of have a look around and see what we have going on here in season 2, because we know the thrilling events are going to be big. Season event is now live. So let's see what we get. So this is going to be the new adventure, which is the daily login right here. But the, Long Serenade is going to be the new zone within season 2 in its entirety. We also have the Nebulous Stride, which, guys, if you're any spender, if you're picking up any of these in the entirety, this is huge because you do get the keys out of here, as well as a crazy amount of loot if you get to the point of hitting all 70 levels, which we do every single time. So there is our login. So again, everything in here has changed. And the Diamond Craft, or the Divine Craft Stone, commercial trading house purchases is where we can get that. But we're going to have to see what this material is to go ahead and do it, because I believe that is going to be the material to change our items. So as we're going through and we're doing items, unlocks at champion rank, which is going to be the season rating. And I believe we're going to be able to do that right now. But I think, yeah, we need more of our ocean tiers. Let's see if we can go in here and get some of these. I did not know we needed this material, so I'm going to have to see if we can pick these up in the entirety. And there is literally everyone picking these up. So we have, there's 20 attempts. Look at all of the players in here that didn't realize they needed these shells. So it's going to be just a waiting game to see of when we can pick these up in the entirety. Because you can see, guys, it is kind of auto mapping us. There is 2 ocean tiers to level up these in the entirety. So we got 4 right there, which was awesome. 4 right there. Boom, we're knocking this out as players continue this. And as you can see, they're actually running away. It has started. The guild announcements are down there in the bottom, ready. And we've been waiting for this, guys. This game has been a ton of fun. It has been really, really cool to see how this game has progressed going into the different seasons. The competitive nature of it with PvP and everything else we have in the guild. Again, it's been a ton of fun playing SwordxStaff so far, and I'm going to continue to cover it on this channel. So if you haven't subbed yet, definitely sub. But there is 41, 43 of 50. You can see, again, all of us running away. Now, looking at my gear, a lot of players were asking why we're using like the old school gear. Now, the reason for it is this is the only one that has like the armor. I am really, really big when it comes to like the sword and board armor. I love seeing it in there. So let's go ahead and advance. And there is the rank up. There is champion 1. That is right. We finally got there, adding a lot of our combat rating. I'm going to have to look at my gear and see exactly what we're going to do with the gear. So let's hop back in the thrilling events and see. So we are in, D season right here. Going to have to go ahead and make a lot of progression in here. And I believe the seasons are roughly about 30 days. So we're going to have to go through, knock out our dailies, treasure hunts out of here as well. Let's hop in and see what we see in the daily dungeons, because we are still looking at Hellhold. But are we going to be able to do this? Are they bringing unlocks at 6-point rank over power? That's how they're going to do it. So there was a question that a lot of players shared yesterday, is looking at the current gear that we have and knowing that the drop level is 190, where is it going to reset us to? This resetted it back to 100 season mismatch. So we're going to be able to go in here and actually throw on some of our old gear. I mean, 54 to 63. That's going to give us a pretty nice power increase. I sat and kind of stayed with some of my older gear, but that does give us a pretty good increase over there. Some of these are not even showing that we need to replace. So remember, this is going to be going back and literally just adding in, well, now as you can see, the gear that we have, but also going to the point of leveling up the gear again. And I believe the resonating is going to be the exact same. So we're already at, 100 right here. So we got to get to 105. We've been saving up some of this gear. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to 105, which is awesome, adding up the combat rating. And we're going to do just like we did last time, guys. We're going to go ahead and farm this all the way through 105. And I believe even with our beasts, they are down to level 100, as we've seen before. This is why a lot of players were actually saving resources to go ahead and buff up the combat rating. Aptitude stayed the same. All right, that is very, very cool to see that the aptitude on our beast did stay the exact same. Of course, we got some more materials and everything of that. So we know the levels reset, but the aptitudes did not. So that did stay the same in the entirety. And I'm trying to see exactly kind of what stayed the same and what is changing, because I want to check out in competition. So we have the Nexus tournament. That doesn't start till 13 more hours. Material Realm, of course, still going to be the same in there. And then we have the Vortex, which we're 10 levels from completing the Vortex in the entirety. Daily events, this is actually going to be a new boss that is going to be coming up. This is Champion 1. And I know there is a couple new bosses, a couple different things. And then the Rift starts in 1 more day. So let's hop over here and see, because Whaleback is still here. So a lot of players were questioning if we'd be able to go through Whaleback, if we'd be able to actually go through here and make any of the content. I don't know. Server Nexus in progress, unavailable for now. So we're not going to do anything with that. Oh my gosh, it was in a blink of an eye. Open world is currently locked since it's merging at this time. All the new servers are here on the Nexus page. So we're going to have to see, guys. So here is our friend. So if the art isn't kept tidy, the little critters will keep moving right in. So here is the rewards that we're getting. Claim ×2. All right, so all the things I've gathered are here. So there we go. So we got everything that she had to offer. And like we did here, we went ahead and claimed up those resources. We're going to have to see, what do we have in here? So there's our AFK arena rewards. We're going to have to wait and see. Gaining up a little bit more experience. We can even do the daily speed up. Picking up some more. And everything else from the last probably 2 days, I just saved in here. Happy 4th of July. And yeah, happy 4th of July to you guys as well. But I want to see where, with the rank up, did that give us the new skills? Waiting to see where the new skills is with the champion. I think we have to unlock the new piece, because if you remember within the class, we're at the hierarchy, so we need to visit the mentor. And yeah, we're not going to be able to visit the mentor to become a guardian yet as we continue going through here. And that's where I saved all of the summons. I saved a lot of different things in here. Looks like the guild is pretty much the same, so we got a lot of guild tokens. And I've been running through and actually farming up a lot faster when it comes to building this up. So we'll do our donations. We'll always hit up and do all of these free donations. And we've actually gotten to the point where within the Roost, a lot of other places, we now no longer use the stiff broom. We are at the soft broom. As we continue to make advances to the lunar broom, just going to take time overall when we're going through here and when we're collecting all of our resources and everything we need within the guild shop itself. You can see we have another 2 more days and this is going to be reset, but it is up and the new season is up. So, I mean, biggest impact, guys, probably in your power overall. And there we go. So this is just going to overpower. But again, it's saying that with the server merge, we cannot make any more progression. So we're going to have to wait and see to what point or how long it's going to take before we can actually make progression. Now the quests, of course, we can go through here. Let's check out the vendor booth, because I'm assuming that everything, kind of the basis for this. Now we're at 500,000. So we're going to pick up quite a bit of this. Now when we come in, I actually reset this until we're at about 200K. About 200,000 is where I am comfortable. And again, we're going to wait till we get the new, everything new from the class update to do all of our summons, to do everything else at that point, because we want to see if we can get some of the new items in here. The exact same, I go through and I buy everything out here except the bottom items, just to make sure that we're staying in tune. And I want to make sure and wait for the next land, if we can do Destiny summons in there, if we can do anything, as well as what do we have with the new, yeah, it's unavailable right now. Yeah, the Scotch series, oh, so they locked it right now. So we can't change it as it sits right now. Again, I want to wait and see all of the new things that we're getting within the new series. Same with this one. I went ahead and I saved all of these prayers. So we got 47 there. We got 51 there. Got some affection prayers. Again, waiting to see exactly what we have. Now, there is also new companions that they were talking about in here. And this we can level up again. Remember, all of this is resonating crystal levels. So it does make it very easy to go through and essentially level this up and level it up significantly, because this is, as we add new relics to here, of course, the relic levels are going to make a big difference because it affects all of them in the entirety. And I think that's all I have to level up in there. So here's the witching hour. So this is where we ended. So here we go with our gameplay. We can go ahead and claim these rewards. This is 70 summons out of here, which is awesome to see. Now the progression In here we get our primo stars, so 162 of those primo stars, and then we know exactly where we ended. Now within the primo stars, we should be able to use them. I thought maybe it was here. Yeah, there's the astral pact. So let's hold to fill, guys. Boom, it's going to go ahead and climb all the way up here. The gem rank is up, the attack, the gem drop rate is up, the dungeon 2x rewards, and going all the way to, that's as far as we can go, guys. Added quite a bit, but we got to the point of those gem drop rates have been increased significantly. EXP boost, which is awesome to see. We have some gem drop right there. Gem drop or gear drop ascension rates. So there we go. So we have filled up that astral pack. I'm hoping that was the smart thing to do in here as we're making progression, but that did make a big difference. Now, of course, like I said, we do have some new companions. I'm assuming, I think these are the 4 that we had. So yeah, they're still waiting. They're still merging everything. We're not seeing it completed in the entirety at this time. We're going to have to see exactly how long it's going to take to get it all kind of swapped over in the entirety. So go through, guys, knock out your dailies. Reach superhero, which is awesome. So that gave us, again, some more rewards. Reach champion 3, reach champion, do all of your summons in the entirety. Again, I'm going to wait until everything is switched over till we actually see it all swapped over. 13 days, 27 days on the astral fresco. So we are going to have a little bit more time and have to wait a little bit longer until everything is kind of turned over to the new season when the server merge happens. Want to make sure that I do pick up this lucky statue. I'm actually going to do probably a purchase in here to pick up that lucky statue in the entirety. But again, guys, very cool. Also, it's more than 1 spot to harvest for class upgrades. Oh, there's more than 1 spot to harvest. Again, we're just going to have to kind of sit around, wait till we do the summons, because I believe there's also a new beast as well. And again, I believe there's going to be a couple things in here. Even looking at our skills and abilities, I did save all of these class specific to see when we do move from paladin up into the next one, what charms we want, what exactly we're looking at, as well as the gacha and everything else. So we're essentially just going to have to wait. No one is harvesting here. And there, of course, these are some guildies, guys. So dungeon attempt, again, I'm going to wait to see if they drop anything new, but it might be household. You can see that we have the ability within the rankings to go ahead and claim all of these rewards in the entirety, which is very cool. And you can see, guys, some of the top players right there within the game itself. Nightmare, of course, we could go ahead, we could do some matches. I want to wait and kind of hold tight and see exactly what this looks like. If we're going to run through, if we need to run purgatory, because looking at the levels right here with the gear that we already have might make a really big difference going through here and finishing out some of these daily dungeons at purgatory, because right there is the Thor set that we were looking for to actually build this up in purgatory. So we're going to have to wait and see exactly what we can run through here. And I don't know exactly how hard this is going to be going through here and when the new dungeon is going to be released in the entirety. So again, we're just going to have to wait and see exactly what we can do or when we're going to be able to make more progression and unlock everything else that we have. In here, there's the Cyber Bunnies team. We've been running around. I think I'm going to go, yeah, this is our damage spec. I could go tank in here, 1.91. Yeah, even with the reset, guys, that their power is way, way, way different than it was. As you've seen, that we were at 4 million power, and now we're much, much lower. All right, guys, so the season did change over. We're going to have to wait and see exactly everything that we're going to get out of this new season, what it's going to look like when the merger is going on. How do I go to the new island? I do not believe you can at this point. I know I'm going to get a crazy amount of questions in here. I don't think it's up and it's kind of locked out yet. So I don't think anyone can actually go to the new island and get there as it sits today. So they're just sleeping and waiting for what is going to happen with the merge. So all right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.